Hello everyone and welcome back to Batmania. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Eric.
And I'm CJ.
Look at CJ, he's back to watch his favorite movie.
Oh, let's not put words in my mouth.
No, I'm just kidding.
We'll see how you feel at the end of it.
Yeah,
CJ
I've never seen this.
Is filling in for Sarah tonight and being our guinea pig and watching a thing that we don't like, that we want to subject someone else to so that we're entertained, because that's all we care about, given that we've now done like 30 of these, whatever the number is at this point, and 30 something, no, we're at like 30, 32, 33, somewhere in there, and we won't be fully entertained by this movie, so we'll be entertained by subjecting CJ to this movie.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is the worst one of this list. Yes?
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Just make sure we're all in agreement.
This is, I don't feel like it's hyperbolic to say that this movie is abhorrent.
Well, and this transcends the Harley Quinn fad. No one likes this movie.
I haven't met anybody yet that actually...
Actually, that's right. I've met one person.
Oh, have you really? Okay.
But that person is weird and off, and so I'm not gonna...
Yeah, and once again, as always, I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody who enjoyed this, but feel free to, in the comments, explain why, because I don't get that.
That might be the only video that no one has ever complained about what we said. It's just like everyone's just like, yeah, this movie sucks. It's the worst.
I just found this thing really mean-spirited.
We had people messaging us weeks ahead of time, warning us about this movie.
They were like, you guys are in for a treat, really. So anyway, Batman Harley Quinn, if you want to watch it with us, and we do suggest that you do that, because I don't know how much real ongoing discussion ends up happening in this. We'll see what happens. But you know, obviously, if you want to just listen to our audio, we'll do our level best to make it entertaining for you, but and to not have big gaps of dead air.
We'll tell you what we're yeeshing to.
Yeesh. Yeah, okay, but explain that. What are you seeing that is creating the yeeshing? But anyway, if you want to watch this with us, and you own it, get out your DVD, your Blu-ray, your digital copy, however you want to watch it, get it to timestamp 0, past all the menus, and get ready to press play as soon as I say now. I'm excited, CJ.
I am also excited. I forced CJ to do this.
I've been really careful not to say anything about what is actually in this.
You guys were just saying, I haven't even seen it. There's no way that you could possibly be as bad as you're thinking. And then you open it with Beyond a Shadow of a Doubt. It's the worst Batman movie.
It's the worst of all the main... Like, this is worse than... Well, Man-Thing, is it? It's worse than
No, it's worse than Man-Thing.
It's the worst thing we have done that we have done a commentary on. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's gotta be up there and most offensive.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Painful to watch. Man-Thing wasn't painful to watch. We had fun.
And that was a B movie, and that was a different thing. Yeah. It at least somewhat knows it's
we didn't go in going, yes, it's one of the greatest, like, working animators, like, of course.
I'm glad you and I didn't do this blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go, CJ.
I'm excited.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No swearing, CJ.
No, no swearing.
Which will be difficult. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. That will be a little bit tough.
You had trouble last night just talking about
it. Of the brain.
I did. I nearly swore just bringing it up for the 10 seconds at the end of the last one.
Is booty okay? Am
I
allowed to say that? I'm allowed to say, okay, word.
I'm
just trying to get par for, like, what's okay for me to say.
That's cool. You know, we should do this for guests. We should get out a whiteboard and have them write things down. Cap, is this word okay?
These are the seven dirty words you can't say.
That you can't say on Geekvolution.
Yeah,
right?
You can't say.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's do it. Fantastic.
Okay, I'm going to stop procrastinating. Here we go. Everybody... Okay, I'm gonna stop procrastinating. Everybody, please.
Well, before we start, I just want to tell everyone that I'm under the weather. So if you see me sneezing and using tissues, because I'm not feeling good. I just want to make sure. You
should have said that, like, but it would have been really funny if instead of that you'd said like incrementally, this movie is just giving you a cold.
That's true. I could have said that.
Everybody, please press play. If this is your favorite movie, don't watch this. just don't do that. Please press play. Right. Is everybody ready? Right, really?
Yeah.
Now.
We're gonna get to the end of this. It's gonna be like the end of In the Mouth of Madness, which we sitting here laughing, eating popcorn. Yeah, that's classy new DC logo.
Yep. Which we finally had, what, one before this?
Lego Batman, I think, was the first one we had with it.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, look how nostalgic it is. It looks like my childhood.
It's a nice looking Gotham. Oh, hey, there's Star Labs.
Yep.
Sounds like some sort of mayhem.
That used to be a Superman thing.
Yeah, now it's an everyone
Now
thing.
it's an everything thing.
Oh, sick.
And yeah, part of the reason that this ends up being really uncomfortable is because the art right away is what you remember and what you kind of expect.
Especially when you get to the classic character designs. But even this looks like the Justice League version of the Floronic Man.
Yeah, it's Justice League and it's...
Is this one R?
Is
this one also R?
I would hope
R.
so.
No, it's PG-13.
Is it really? Wow.
It is PG-13.
Then just right away they start spoiling. And I feel like they've been really arbitrary about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really interested to see why exactly they felt the need to give...
I'm expecting some real Jack the Ripper kills.
Assault on Arkham?
So, I guess I'm just ignorant. I don't remember the Jolly Green Giant being a villain of Batman.
He's the Floronic Man.
He's the Floronic
He's here because he's plant-themed. He's not a Batman villain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, we only know he's the Floronic Man because we've already watched this movie.
Oh,
I
good.
had heard of that once before, I feel like.
I'd seen him in like DC
Who's
Who's Who, but like I don't think I've ever read a story with him in it.
Never heard of him.
So there's Alec Holland. So you were surprised at the end, but I was like, but Alec Holland.
Yeah, that's true.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. This is weird.
At least it's not a big giant action scene that has nothing to do with anything at the beginning.
And this is one of the things that makes this movie even worse. Is like this looks like a fun kids movie. This is the opening of The Incredibles.
This looks like it kind of the silhouettes look like the Teen Titans Go models.
Yeah.
But right away they're just gonna make us feel really uncomfortable with all this.
Yeah, this is super weird.
I feel like in this intro somehow, maybe we needed to have more of a sense of just how dirty an experience
this should be a really raunchy intro.
I think so too, and
it should be like, look at these classic kind of designs, and now they're really dirty.
And you've seen things animated like this that get raunchy. Like you've seen this kind of thing before.
It's weird that does that kind of thing all the time.
Well, and like the credits for Deadpool and stuff.
Yeah,
like, this should be more like Deadpool.
Yeah. Why is this Spy
as much as you don't
right now?
Yeah, it is.
Why is this Spy versus Spy?
Which, by the way, is not the tone for the rest of the movie.
It's really
so
not.
Confused.
Yeah.
You know what
is
right?
not clever enough.
You know what
for
else
that.
it is? It's Bewitched.
Yeah. Oh man, it totally is.
I'm going to blame this movie on Michael Uslan. You dropped the ball, Michael Uslan.
Oh, Jim Krieg though, who also produced the new one, Gaslight.
Yeah.
He thumbed up a tweet of mine today. So that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because somebody tagged me in a tweet, tweeting to him about how great Gaslight is, and then I responded to that and said we're gonna do a commentary on it. And I'm excited about it. And he thumbed that up. Now, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
I hope he doesn't watch this one.
So this is.
I hope he doesn't watch this one too. Sorry, Jim Krieg, but we're very excited about Gaslight.
Yeah.
We just call it like we see it.
Yeah, like
those
this just
words.
But thanks.
Those are words too. Those were the same, not words. Those were the same exact, not words. Ooh.
See, it's a lot more noticeable when you watch it big, right?
Tried to get me on that one. Couldn't. Yeah.
Oh,
they wrote
man.
the whole thing out.
What language is that?
He's absolutely fluent.
Why did we write this in Esperanto? Why?
Because it's the greatest language. It's going to unite everyone.
So yeah, of course, one of the reasons this movie too ends up being so disappointing is that you just want it to be one more DCAU adventure, and it
a possible last hurrah.
Yeah, and it immediately descends into just self-parody.
So
they're just making fun of their own material, but doing all the it's self-indulgent. They're just doing all the stuff they always wish they could have done because of censors for no good reason.
This whole thing where we're getting
You'll see.
We're getting Swamp Thing's background.
Yeah.
Is like the scene from Batman and Robin where we give Mr. Freeze's background.
Oh,
and it's basically the same inflection. So of course, when you're being this meticulous about making it look like the old series, you go and you get the old Robin to come back as Nightwing because he hasn't been in any of these, I don't think,
Fun little flute play off at the mention of Harley Quinn's name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, you're going to get everyone back to be in this, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna. We've been so meticulous. Of course, we're gonna get everyone to come back and reprise their roles.
Except one of the lead characters, in which case we'll trade up for that.
One of the titular characters.
Yep.
And it's not Batman.
It's not Batman. What happened to your
It rhymes with Farley Squin.
I don't buy that. Well, I don't know. We don't have a lot of like super hot like criminals running around in the real world. I don't buy that psychotic crazy people are running around murdering people, and you're like, yeah, but I'd still go at that.
Stupid hand.
Yeah, John DiMaggio.
I think that's pretty funny.
How you doing, handsome?
Stupid hand. Rarg.
Billy.
Evil artist guy. Rarg. Or not evil, but just irritating. Rarg. Remember Gothcorp? Because we're trying to, throw in stuff that in other things that was in the animated series.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're doing that when this ends up not feeling at all like that universe.
Henderson has such a crush on Batman. Oh my god.
He does.
Oh my god. Just
He's that girl at the end of Man of Steel that's like, I just think he's really hot.
The General never denied her. To be 100% clear of that scene.
True. Yeah, I forgot she shows up in BVS. Because that General is in BVS. She shows up standing next to him in BVS.
Oh, interesting. While simultaneously holding leverage.
I want this to be a guy that raises his eyebrows on both sides. He does this. I want to just keep doing that. I don't know about you. I can't do that. I can go one side but not the other side.
I'm not sure I have control over any of my brow. I'm not.
You have no brow control.
No, it does whatever it wants.
It's doing some odd things right now.
Yeah, it's
also that's not John DiMaggio, CJ.
What up?
That's not John DiMaggio.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
If we have a character named Goldblum, can we just make him Jeff Goldblum? Or have Jeff Goldblum voice him.
That's 100% Marcus Phoenix.
You might be right.
That's 100% Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, and not surprising because he does a lot of Batman work.
Yeah.
I want him back as the Joker.
Obviously. Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
He's so good.
Okay, so that extra girl that just had the line, "Oh, sorry," can we just make her Harley Quinn?
Sure, she sounds better.
Just any other female voice.
There's John DiMaggio again.
Yep.
Okay, anybody but her, because she sounds too much like the Harley Quinn in this movie, actually. This old lady right now.
Good one.
Not funny.
It's really funny that he thinks his niece looks like Harley Quinn and therefore thinks she's hot.
But this is twice.
But this is reminding me of the Thing in Killing Joke where Batman walks around with a picture of the Joker who everyone knows what he looks like. Do you know where this clown guy with makeup is?
Is this a joke? Are you doing a bit right now? You're not really Batman.
Super babes.
Oh,
this is a riff on the Kingdom Come thing,
right? No way.
Yes, it is.
This is
no, and I thought that when I was watching. Yeah, it's Hooters for superheroes. Yeah, of course immediately have Power Girl. Yeah.
So that Power Girl is the. So this is kind of fun.
But I like that Catwoman, and why can't that be the Catwoman?
That Catwoman is 90s Catwoman. The Power Girl is also 90s Power Girl. That's when she's with.
That's Barda, isn't it?
She never dresses like that. I don't think it's Barda.
Wow.
It looks kind of like Barda.
I think it's I think that's a sexy Granny Goodness.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, which is really weird. Well, this obviously isn't Harley, so...
That's what's... And that kind of thing is all over this. They're just really self-indulgent about it.
Goes for it anyway.
Yep.
Well, she's clearly not the real Harley Quinn. The real Harley Quinn doesn't sound like that.
That's the thing, is that there have to have been people who watched this who assumed she was just a waitress in the first place. And then when we find out that it's the real one, they had to have been like, wait a minute, we're stuck with this voice the whole rest of the movie.
Ha!
How is this what you do going back to Batman animated series? It's really sad.
Yeah, why is this in the aesthetic of
Why is it in this
Batman
aesthetic?
series? Make a new aesthetic.
Or at least...
This isn't animated series Harley.
Or at least put indulgent in the title. You know, just have something in the title that makes
Batman,
it... Like,
Harley Quinn, mindless self-indulgence.
The thing Bruce Timm and his team decided to do... I know this is too long of a title, it's not a title. But just something that screams, like, thing they made for themselves that they also released to the public, right? Because this isn't the making a thing for yourself because there's other people who are like you. This is making a thing just for you and nobody else.
So she's gonna finish this by the time she gets to wherever she's going right now, right? Okay, yeah. So
because she's a super genius.
Okay, yeah, she's so smart. Does that
I don't like Harley
every
Quinn, the
time.
super genius. I mean, I don't mind the Harley Quinn that plays dumb and isn't.
She's a therapist.
She's a psychiatrist, but she shouldn't. Yeah.
If she's smart in anything, it's reading people. It's human characters.
It's empathy. It's understanding of the human whatever.
And why does every super genius in comic book things have to be good at everything? Why can't they have their?
I knew. God. Okay. Sorry.
Why can't they have the one thing that they know everything about? You know,
lame.
The focus.
Yeah, I would think the opposite would happen in Arkham, because I think there would be loud sounds all the time.
Also, sedation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're probably drugged out of your mind when you're in Arkham.
There's no way you're not drugged out of your mind when you're in Arkham. Or Harlem, probably.
That's Luke Cage Season 2.
Yeah.
Drugged out of his mind.
Oh, man.
Apologies to anyone who lives in Harlem.
And why do you work at that place?
Because she's trying to go legit, but that's
I mean, it is still a legit restaurant.
Why wouldn't she dress as literally anyone else, though?
Because she looks like Harley.
Because they thought that would be a clever way to introduce her, I guess.
This movie is going to, like, kind of dance around, like, how we treat criminals and rehabilitation, how once you get out of prison you can't get real work, but she's going to be completely unsympathetic, so it doesn't work
so we don't really care, yeah. Yeah, it wants to be a commentary on that stuff. Well, that's one of the things that's really insulting, too, is it's not like it isn't about anything, and it makes it worse.
Yeah.
It'd be better if it was just a silly, stupid, throwaway thing, but it also wants to matter, and it wants us to take it seriously.
Weird. This weird dialogue.
Yeah, and the thing is...
What is in your purse?
They've made other adult movies in new aesthetics that can get more away with dialogue like that. But this is just so tonally, you know, all over the place.
So she's just not crazy then? That's her thing now? She's just...
Also, since when can Harley fight? She's always been about, like, kind of like sucker punch people and catching them off guard.
Right. But she's holding her own against...
She's winning.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Harleys now that are good at martial arts, but I don't think this one was. Yeah. No. You at least get a throwaway line about how she learned it, right?
Oh, that voice is so bad.
But that's the thing is, I also don't... That's what makes this so awkward, is that I don't know if this is supposed to actually be that world or if it just looks like it. And it's just this weird, absurd, like, alternate dimension of this stuff.
So, yeah. Nightwing just not have gadgets? Is that just... He's just fighting with a trash
Nightwing's
can.
not a real gadgety guy, though. I mean, that's why he carries a nightstick.
Yeah, and he has no utility belt.
I mean, he does...
Sometimes he's got kind of like the utility... like,
doesn't he drive a motorcycle? Sometimes?
I think so. I associate motorcycles with Batgirl, but...
Well, I think he did... At least this one did in Season 4 didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
See, he's cracking up real early with this material.
You're not smart enough to have this.
Yeah, I mean, she is somewhat of a reinvention.
Also, there's no way that's not an illegal substance, so you're not trying that hard to go straight. Right? Like, Joker Venom is an illegal substance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And really dangerous.
Yeah, there's no way that's not dead. Like... she's not a chemist. There's no way she has an intimate understanding of that.
Yeah. No, you're right. Because I was going to say, she's like, well, it's a low dose. I'm like, yeah, but how do you know? Like, yeah. Okay, but she was a psychiatrist, which means she might have...
also been studying botany and chemicals.
But she might not, like, administer drugs.
She would administer
pharmaceutical.
drugs,
okay, sure.
Yeah. She would know things about dosage. If she knew anything about that drug, she would know about dosage.
I guess, and in theory, she knows where
psychiatrist versus psychologist.
Sure.
Like, they prescribe.
You dummy! It's not anything. What are you even looking at? It clearly is completely different, this leaf from those leaves.
Don't smell it, taste it, or put it under a microscope. Just look at it. You know why Batman knows that? Because he's Batman.
You know what you...
Real quick gut check.
It's really good that that guy's name is Jason Woodrue.
Yeah.
The Pharaonic Man is Jason Woodrue.
Yep. One thing you got to give this though is that because you have complained with other things we've talked about in Batmania, and I think we might have even discussed this when we reviewed this. But you've complained about Kevin Conroy sounding too old. He goes right back to where he was in 1998.
You know, he sounds great in this, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Just talking to herself? Okay, but so she is crazy.
We just did Killing Joke only 2 movies ago.
Yep.
Okay, seriously, this is just duct tape, man. She's talking to herself.
Now she's talking to
she's talking to Nightwing.
Now she is.
That whole thing doesn't work. The Nightwing thing, like...
Yeah.
I will never understand, A, why they felt the need to change her voice and not at least find someone who sounded a little bit like...
Why is this the one where you get a new person for Harley?
Well, and to give a totally different performance. Like, even if you couldn't get Tara Strong for some reason, who, by the way, has played it again recently, I think, in something I forget, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't remember. But anyway, like...
She's still working at the
maybe
very
you
least.
Couldn't get her, but when you look at the behind-the-scenes things on this, they act like they intentionally wanted a totally new voice, and I don't know why.
Ugh, what? What are you...
And I know Tara Strong wasn't the original, but you get somebody who's close.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they still work with her all the time.
Yeah.
So even I can't remember the name of the original. It's not
Arlene Sorkin.
There you go, Arlene Sorkin.
The weirdest pronunciation of the word whore I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Gross. You are the worst Robin, and you're just proving it right now.
This would be funny if Harley was a character we merchandised like that.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, any place you think they'll go to, the raunchy or lewd place, that's where they'll go.
Also remember,
because if
she
you're
fell
not
in garbage
uncomfortable right
earlier.
now, you're about to be.
I'm super uncomfortable. This is the worst.
Do you remember that she fell in garbage earlier and she just talked about how she reeks? Remember that.
Oh, and they felt the need to go into it here. That thing we've been talking about for a couple of movies, where like the obvious joke is Batman and Robin are, you know, homosexual lovers.
Yep.
Are you serious? Why are you entertaining that? Break the hell out of where you're at.
Also, it's Dick Grayson. He has literally been with almost every female superhero. Like, she's not appealing after Starfire.
There it is.
After Starfire. And maybe Wonder Girl? Pretty sure Wonder Girl. And Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like she's a knockout, given what he's been through in his life, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but I just would think he would have more integrity than that.
Right. 100%. Also...
I mean, like, yeah, maybe he gets around, but he doesn't sleep with supervillains. You know, you'd think he'd maybe be better than that.
Well, but I think the idea is like, well, but she's so hot he can't help himself. Not for Dick Grayson. Like, I don't think that plays at all.
Super gross.
Well, and like he says the thing, yeah, and the environmental stuff is like really heavy-handed, laid on real thick.
Well, and it's also
and saying everything we always say about this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're preaching to the choir. Like, yes, this is a problem, but this isn't the place to, to try to thoughtfully discuss it. And we're not thoughtfully discussing it, really. But, like, this isn't the place to do that because it's just this really goofy romp for adult men who want to see a lot of hot chicks on screen. Like, that's all this movie is.
But also not an R-rated version of that. Like, it goes as far as it can go with a PG-13 rating, so it's not even really for those adult men.
Yeah.
No,
and that's why the risque stuff is really weird, right? But then I'm glad they didn't get an R because when we were watching this the first time, I thought that sex scene might get really explicit. Like you could have seen them going all the way.
Yep. But no, the only reason we do the environmental stuff is because we have to have Poison Ivy because Harley and Poison Ivy are a thing.
I feel bad for anybody that had to subtitle this.
Yeah.
Now when we first watched this, I went,
kick.
Okay, well, maybe they didn't actually sleep together. No, they totally did.
No, they totally did.
No, that's just her kick, I guess. They're very much ticklish.
One, I forgot that.
And
Like they show you the clothes on the floor, but then, like, she's wearing her normal outfit, and we know she role-played and put something else on.
Yeah.
I can't even believe we're talking about some of the stuff we're talking about with this material.
Batman's so disappointed.
No. Oh my god, dude.
Let me entertain this for a minute, and you wouldn't want it in this aesthetic. We can all agree with this, but if Bruce Timm wanted to make the really risque, kind of like dirty, naughty Batman movie, is there a way he could get away with that? I mean, at the very least, this could be a more consistently toned movie. Like, even if it's not what you wanted, it could be handled better.
Your voice is terrible. It's just so bad. Good one. But we're totally okay with letting our young former wards, canoodle away.
And what sucks is, it's already kind of difficult to get me really excited to see a movie that's all about a Batman Harley Quinn team up, because I just don't think they're that interesting to put next to each other.
No, and the best time, the only time it's ever worked, they already did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
There's a great episode of the Ant-Man series with just this premise.
Why are the stakes so high?
That's a great question.
Yeah. No, you make this more low key. If you're gonna do a Harley Quinn, especially like animated series thing, why don't you just make it Gotham City Sirens? Like,
is it?
Yeah, let her keep trying. It'll zap her. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what was going on right then.
I don't know what he meant when he said like, the things I do for Gotham. Can you please stop doing that?
I'm so sorry. It's so bad.
Like, I agree with the sentiment. But like, was there something I missed in that scene where it was supposed to seem like for some reason he felt like he had to do that, but then he just decided to enjoy it? Like, I don't know what that even meant. Anyway,
I don't know. But I think they know how dumb this entire premise is, so it has to be world ending, because that's the only way that Batman would go along with this at all.
Yeah. But clearly the only premise they have up front when they first come up with this idea is simply, well, Harley Quinn's popular and we want to do animated series again, let's put those two things together. Yeah. That's all it is. You could tell any kind of story you want to.
Yeah. This is the kind of story they wanted to tell.
Okay. I don't know why. And I'm not immediately against, in environmental premise, bringing in Poison Ivy.
But they're not actually doing anything with that, right? Like, it's just because we want to have Poison Ivy, because Poison Ivy and Harley are a thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an environmental plot. Like, there's no heart behind it. It's not saying anything.
No, I don't think so either.
It's going through the motions.
But it's kind of pretending like it is, and I find that a little bit insulting.
Oh, this scene is where she will lose. If you had any sympathy for her, this is where she will lose all sympathy.
Is it the guy that...
And, like, I want to be excited to see the car again. You know, like, it just immediately loses it, where it feels almost like somebody else taking this material and trying to creep you out with it. Where it's like, this was your childhood, and I don't have that, like, oh, this ruined my childhood thing. It's not like I can't go back to the animated series after
this. It makes it more uncomfortable.
But it is way too much saxophone for what's going on.
It feels really intentional, and...
They just dead jump that truck?
Well, yeah, and like, when you say too much saxophone, like, this isn't anywhere, near Shirley Walker quality.
No, it's like synth.
But, like, nothing's happening, I think is the point.
No, of course. But Shirley Walker was able to do that in scenes that were, I mean, this is a chase scene. Like, she would have really, like bouncy, complex, like, jazz scores like this, but they always felt appropriate, even if there was not a ton on screen. The point of that was to literally jazz up what you were looking at, so that it felt bigger and grander than what you were seeing. And this just doesn't seem to quite mesh together. Like I agree with you, CJ.
But they're also going to think this is so fun. They have to think this is so funny, right? Like, knowing where the payoff
is telling you, yeah.
It's a fun, wacky chase.
I'm getting a sense that this is not going to pay off for anything good at all. So did he, like, jaywalk in front of her one time then, or like?
I mean, it's a little bit worse than that.
Oh,
but...
no way. Okay, good. I was okay. You should.
Well, that was lucky.
We should count how many times people fall in the garbage in this movie, because that's 2.
Is that a thing that keeps happening?
I don't know.
I don't
remember, but that's twice.
But it's happened twice already?
She fell in the garbage earlier.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the worst.
Yep.
Oh, this is the worst.
Yep.
Is she Jewish? Is that something that we just learned about Harley Quinn?
Quinzel? That's not a Jewish name, is it?
I mean, it's not anything. It's just taking the end of Harlequin and putting Zell on it. Like, it's...
Yeah.
It sounds vaguely Jewish.
I guess.
You could say it's Jewish. Is that what she's doing with that voice? Is she being Jewish and bad New York accent at the same time? Is that what she's trying to do?
You should be in handcuffs. Like...
Well, yeah, of course.
At all times.
Oh my god.
Do that now, and then we don't have to watch any more of this movie.
Yeah, you just watch her assault someone. That's illegal.
And what would Batman be doing if that guy slipped off the roof and died?
Yep.
There is no deal. Not what that word is.
Are we supposed to be with her in this scene? Because I feel
know.
Like we are.
Yeah,
I feel like we're supposed to be like, yeah, Batman's so stuffy with all his rules.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they must think she's lovable, right?
Yeah, that's clearly what they think. Yeah, Batman's really uptight. He should have just let her beat up that guy for doing a bad thing to her one time, and...
Bruce Wayne went to med school?
Yeah, is that new? Do we know that,
is that a thing?
Before this?
Bruce Wayne went to... He was...
I wonder if that's an animated series thing.
I don't know when he slipped that in. I don't know when he had time to do that.
Handcuffs.
Well, I mean, he starts going to college in Batman Begins.
Ankle cuffs.
I wonder if that's a thing that's like a deep pull reference.
Yeah, but were we acting like he finished?
No, he said dropping out of med school.
Yeah. Oh, I just missed that whole scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
That's Brucey. Apparently went to med school at one point.
Okay, can I say something dumb?
This is the scene everyone warned us about.
It would have been fun if the Bloodhaven side said 14 miles instead of 15 miles. Because 66 Batman, it's Gotham 14 miles. It's weird that you went one more up from that. That could have been a nice reference, but okay.
I got a number of messages about this.
We did get a lot. I forgot that this is where
everyone's like, by the way, this scene exists.
I wasn't even like mentally prepared for this. I completely forgot this was coming. You're gonna have to stop me from taking my headphones off.
I know.
Like, it's still going. She's so lovable.
Yeah.
Why don't you have like a cop car? Like,
did you see that?
Two-way mirror.
Batman puts his hand up to his nose, like.
No, Batman totally has like a filtration system in his car, right?
Between the front
like,
seat
in case it gets poisoned,
for sure.
But it's gonna filter it out into the.
I mean, can you believe we're talking about this right now?
No.
Oh my God.
You know, at the very least,
That's
Bat
not a word.
Febreze. You know, you think like the '66 Batman would have Bat Febreze, right? You'd have like a spray, like he has all those sprays.
In
You'd have
his
like
belt.
a spray.
We can agree, like writing quality. This is like a mid-2000s like YouTube Newgrounds kind of.
Oh
thing,
no, that's
right?
exactly what it is, and it feels like it was written in like
Captain
a.
Clown.
You killed Captain Clown!
There he is.
Like, the references are fun.
Yeah, no,
that doesn't make sense. Why would Captain Clown be there?
Yeah.
But then let's not overthink that, because this clearly can't be that world. But then why are we looking at what looks like that? Like, I just don't even know what this is.
Why did you design it like this if you weren't going to try and make it in continuity?
And I don't... And this is a thing, I'm a stickler for this kind of thing. One of the things that also makes this squarely not that world is real-life popular music.
Yeah.
That was such an out-of-time, like, amalgamation of different time periods, which is, again, why you go to jazz music so much. And, but then we have, like, 66 stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, which makes it weird, because this is throwing back so much to just the DCAU. Do you know where we're going with this, CJ? Do you know where we're going?
No.
Okay.
Don't tell him.
No, I'm not telling him. Is that King Tut Girl?
Yes.
That's cool. I mean,
Sure.
it's not,
but it's not. Yeah.
Universe.
Oh, you know what's weird? This is now 3 kind of like Batman farcical or parody things that we've done in a row.
Yeah.
But you don't know that going into this. Like you don't expect that, and then it doesn't. And then that's a Mr. Freeze Girl. But I can't remember if those were just in Sub-Zero or if that was episodes also.
I'm not sure.
We're still watching this karaoke thing.
Yeah. Which was really fun at first, and is not, like, doesn't sound bad. But why are we still doing it?
Why are we still looking at it? And it's because they're padding this out. They have no story.
Yeah.
And we're not telling you a story here. Like,
what did the script say for this scene?
These people sing for a long time.
Why did you... Okay, good. I was going to say, there's no way Batman actually orders me. Oh, put them through a wall. Now.
Yeah, again, like 60s Batman would, but... And I don't mean to only reference that, but we keep going to it in this movie. It's weird.
Also, this song is still going.
Yeah. No, they're just doing
Which is
the
a
entire
fun,
song.
clever thing, real... Like, when you're walking in and, like... But it's still going.
And...
Why isn't Batman listening to that conversation after what she did with that guy? She is so untrustworthy. Why isn't he making sure that she's not being
And that's just a
crazy
pointless
person?
random pick. It's not like it informs the story or any character things or anything. Like, explain to me why we paid to use that song. That's a licensed song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big 60s song. Oh, you don't get to grunt about it yet.
The subtitles didn't even try. They didn't even.
They're not even telling us what the lyrics are. But to be fair, they didn't do it with the previous song either.
Yeah.
And I mean that's a popular song everybody knows.
Yeah.
It is weird that because I mean this, as far as I can tell, is made up for this movie, but I don't know what this is.
I assume this is a real song.
Is it a real song? Maybe it is.
They give her that voice.
And then they make her
put her
sing.
in scenes where she talks to herself.
Uh-huh.
They make the crudest humor I've ever heard in a single Batman story. And then on top of all of that, they give her a song?
Yeah.
I will say there are... Yeah, I know.
And we're going to hear the whole song.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Yeah, it's still... And again, this doesn't inform anything. It doesn't reveal anything. We're not progressing story in any way.
Well, and not to go exactly here, but it's also not sexy.
No.
But they've been pushing that the entire thing for whatever reason.
But they're acting like it is, but then she's also gross.
Yeah.
Which should immediately
She's
put anybody
super
off that
gross.
might be
Yep.
buying into that.
I mean, even in literary senses, whenever I like...
Can you believe we're doing that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy.
I can't believe we're doing that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I don't.
Come on, yeah.
I don't want to go down like.
But that's not funny because that's obviously where we were going with that. Sorry, what?
I don't want to go down like the fictional universe hole, but what is that in this universe? What is the Batusi in this universe?
I don't know.
Is this like Lego Batman, where he has been all of his previous permutations?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the only way that makes sense, is like, you remember when you used to be silly and did things like this?
I just can't believe the scene is still going.
Oh my god.
I do think this is the pinnacle of bad, right? The fart joke and then this is the pinnacle of the badness of this movie.
I mean, there's a lot of bad in this movie.
We talked about
this is what makes this the worst movie that we're doing in Batmania. And 36 movies, nothing else had a fart joke.
No, and this isn't like, it's worse than anything in Marvel. Like, of all of the Manias we've done, this is the worst one, I think.
Now we haven't revealed it yet. The next one probably will have something worse, or get real close.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, for sure.
We will see something worse than this in the next Mania. We're gonna keep dropping little breadcrumbs about the next Mania. But we promise we will reveal what it is.
But it also probably won't
be
as offensive. None of those will probably be as offensive.
As offensive as this? Who knows? I guess we'll see it.
That's fun. He called him a fink. That's kind of
dumb.
See, I really want this movie to not be trying to tell any kind of story at all. There's a Tick episode where Tick drinks milk and then he goes, "Egad, milk mustache!" And it's hilarious.
That should have been drugged.
But if we're gonna do things like that, and like it still doesn't fix this scene at all. Like I wish there was. That smile is weird. Like I wish there was like more fun to be had in that scene.
And this is the third movie in a row that did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That
I'm
happened.
trying not to.
I know.
I'm really trying not to.
But it's the third movie in a row that did the sound effects too.
He got food somehow.
That's true.
Why is Booster cool?
What is happening? Couldn't you have a really silly, farcical Batman movie if you wanted to do that had a cookie cutter kind of plot that wasn't pretending like it was telling any stories, that was basically just stringing together a bunch of like fun sketches, and then you could get away with stuff like that more if you did a thing like that?
Bloodwind's a fun
it's a variety show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? Make a silly Batman variety show. You could do that.
Bloodwind is one of the superheroes in the Justice League when Superman dies, who was secretly Martian Manhunter the whole time. But
Dick Grayson, do you know how technology works? You need to strip him of all of his privileges, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, after tonight, he's on like bat parole.
He can't do a single thing right. No wonder he gets new kids every 10 years.
But how do we from that cut to plot stuff?
Oh my God.
And exposition and like.
Yeah, why are we cutting to this at all? We don't want. They're not excited about this. They're not telling a story.
No, we need to stop pretending like this is a real movie. Like we're telling a real story. We have to stop doing that.
Oh, they're turning mice into bushes. That's cool.
As I always say, the thing just needs to be consistent and know what it is. And it wants to be like 5 different things or nothing at all.
This is kind of funny. Wasn't this the one thing we thought was actually kind of funny?
I don't remember now.
Ha! Goop.
Just him, like, going on and on about how this rat is the harbinger of the new world.
I don't even remember that.
I remember liking him a little bit.
Right? Yeah, I remember liking him. And he'll have some things at the end that's kind of funny.
I remember there was, like, one
that kiss him again!
that we thought was really funny. I don't know if that's it. I remember there being one
joke. Not that. There's something somewhere. It's more toward the end, I think.
This should be more like an adult Animaniacs, right?
Yeah.
That is how you do this. I wouldn't like it, but that is how you do this.
I'm gonna have a hard time not just like repeatedly punching myself in the face trying to write a rewind on this.
I wouldn't want water from a place called Slaughter Swamp.
Slaughter Swamp.
Like that's like being like, oh yeah, our water's pumped directly from Crystal Lake.
But what if you needed swamp water?
But that's worse. Like don't be surprised when you find any murdered victims
Yeah,
there. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I guess Crystal Lake doesn't advertise itself as where Jason kills everybody, but...
It doesn't have a word meaning
Death in
horribly
it?
murder someone.
Oh, nice. Sticks. Horrible.
And you know, she doesn't sound like Poison Ivy in this universe either.
No.
It's not like a bad voice or anything, but
Can I complain about
just not doing
because
this
we can complain about this movie till the cows come home. Can I complain about something that we've been doing? I want to say for about 15 years now that
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
so done with. Can we stop abbreviating nicknames? Harley is a nickname. Why did we make it Harl?
Oh, Harl.
I'm not, like, Harl is awkward and doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but I'm not with you on that exactly as far as like just people abbreviating people's nicknames, because if it's the name they usually go by,
That's different. I'm talking about like when it's like a specific like there are characters that I've seen called Tony Stark T. Like, why are we? It's already an abbreviation. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be like a personal thing. Like, only this person.
You're saying whenever anybody refers to Batman out of costume, you want them to use the full name Bruce Lean.
No, but
Wayne.
just call him Bruce. Don't call him B.
Word. Okay.
I'm
Although I
just
have seen
saying
people
that, I'm
with
just
the
saying
Batman
that like in abbreviated or like a shortened form of a name is not a nickname. So it's not redundant, it just sounds stupid. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow, those batarangs are super dangerous.
It's just, it's a thing I feel like, not, I mean, I guess
It would be
Carl
like
isn't
saying
exactly that, but...
It would be like saying somebody's name is James, they go by Jimmy, you can't call them Jim. That's dumb. You
Oh,
call
convenient.
them Jim. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like
I don't think the reason that you're irritated about that is why it's stupid in this particular context.
No, that was just annoying because it's Harl isn't a real abbreviation, but a lot of times we do it to be hip.
Funny.
Right, like it's the
Oh, was Harley the only one to
there's
see what was
something where
marked
Dick
on
Grayson's
that map?
referred to as DG.
That's weird.
Well, and we do that. To be fair,
Maybe that's why he was going to be calling that
in
Grayson
Young
show we
Justice,
never
and I
made.
don't like it.
What do we do in Young Justice?
We do it with Kid Flash, KF. I don't like that.
Yeah, I like that either.
That's what Robin calls Kid Flash.
Yep, a lot of the time.
I don't care for that.
No, I don't like that either.
And people shorten Kid Flash in that to Kid, and I think that's weird.
Well, you're not going to call him Flash.
Just stop trying to shorten his name. His name is Kid Flash. Like, and if you want to call him by his name, you guys all have the ability to speak
It's also the same number of
telepathically in that show.
syllables as Robin,
So just
right?
call him by his
Robin,
name
Kid
in his head.
Flash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your point?
Well, it doesn't take any longer to say.
I hate that everything depends on Harley being all effort.
Well, yeah, it's Batman Harley Quinn.
Yep.
She has to be the most important person.
Oh yeah, she kept that guy. Oh wow, he just broke a piece off in him. Never mind. Okay.
Why couldn't we have told some kind of a story that's like about her and maybe like therapy and stuff? But then we're gonna get that really horrible mid-credit scene with the therapy. Remember that? Or
I
end credit scene?
forgot
Remember
about
that? And
that.
it
I
just
forgot about
never
that.
freaking ends.
I
When you think this
forgot.
movie is over,
It's not over.
one of the worst things in it will just keep going
I
on
just
forever and
watched her sing an entire song.
ever. Yes, you did.
No, because if you're going to do a real Batman Harley movie, the idea of how hard it is for her to
Are we
get...
supposed to care about this with this material?
Yeah. But like the idea for like if she actually went straight, how hard it would be for her to get her life back on track. That's a great story to tell. You could really do something with that. She can't act like this in that story though. She has to actually be a sympathetic human being.
You're presuming a lot about this scientist right now. I mean, you don't know a single thing about him. He could be an
That's
absolute
right.
monster.
Yeah, you don't even know if he was against their plan.
He was on supervillains' radar. Like, and granted, that could literally be anybody, but
I
I'm
will give
just saying.
them. It's nice to do a Harley Quinn thing that doesn't have to have the Joker in it or even refer to him much.
Yeah.
But why can't you make it about like a real personal story for her then?
But I also think by the time we get to season 4, they were willing to do that, like Girls' Night Out.
That's fair, but we
like
haven't done it in a long time, and I'm not. And this doesn't fit in that world really. So
well, but these were the guys that started to do that, or that did that.
No, that's true.
Okay, so we have all the information that we need now. We don't need Harley anymore. She can go home or to jail.
Yes, we said the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
she can.
We no longer need Harley. At this
we no longer need Harley for this. I thought maybe he had died saying something nonsensical, and she would. I don't know.
And I've seen this one time and have kind of tried to forget about it, but there's something that they do with her toward the end of this as a big reveal that's really irritating. I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember the climax and how dumb that is.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about. I forget now.
What?
It's a very special yam.
What?
Is this the... Okay, let's pretend for a second that this fits in any way in DCAU.
Yeah.
Is this the first appearance of Swamp Thing in DCAU?
I don't think they ever did him.
I think he might be in some background shots of DC... or not DC, JLU, but I'm not positive.
What? Couldn't we have given this to the scientist and he could have done anything with it and then...
Also, this should be really difficult, but this is already less funny than the yam joke in Guardians 2.
Yeah.
Is it a yam? It's something. Something's not right.
No, it's not a yam in that.
No,
but
it's something for...
I think in something else that I wasn't already pretty revolted by, that joke is mildly amusing.
Yo, watch, that's going to be the joke. If somebody goes back to the review, we're like, we love the yam joke.
The yam joke is great. If you can take it out of context, just in its own scene.
Weird. Eating Swamp Thing does weird things to your body. Which I guess makes total sense.
Also, that's annoying, too. The constant almost saying the F word. Like, just make a movie where you say the F word. Come on. Like, it's weird because this feels like a movie that is not concerned about censorship, except for when it pretends that it still is on TV and, like, there's things it can't
intentionally censoring. Yeah, and... Like, maybe that's part of the gag or something for them. Maybe they think that's funny, or they're...
They need to be written more clever.
They don't want to go, or for whatever reason, they're holding themselves back from going too far to them, but they...
Is this funnier if they try to make a really raunchy movie, but they're like, okay, what if we did this as if we were still on TV?
But and it doesn't work because
we have to imply everything, and it's all... Does that make... Is it better that way?
I feel like that would be a thing that would be really hard to communicate. That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to know too much about, how these shows were made, and the, TV politics of the time and stuff. So, that would be really weird. But what I was going to say is...
Well, this is already the most self-indulgent thing DC animated has ever made.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is... I don't know why they're holding themselves back at all, but I hesitate saying that because I guess I'm somewhat relieved that they did, because I don't know what... I wouldn't want to know what this would look like rated R.
Yep.
Like, if they didn't hold themselves back at all.
Look how lovable she is.
But then I imagine that, yeah...
This moment. Give it a sec. She'll talk to herself again. Or sing another song.
She will not sing another song. We will turn this off if she sings another song, because she didn't last time.
Last time we watched this. But we might have just lost our minds watching this and
we just don't remember.
Seen a different movie for the last 10 minutes because we just couldn't handle it anymore.
Betcha.
You know? It was like...
Oh yeah, this is the thing where it looks really tiny. Look how small it looks.
That's one tiny...
The proportions to the city are insane. It looks so small.
Yep. Send her on her way. Nightwing, I swear, if you make a case for that... Come on.
Yeah, the way they're trying to play this, and it's just too exaggerated, and she's too... just awful, and, no fun at all. Like, you wouldn't want to be in a room with her.
Yeah.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to just say, well, this is just her personality, but like deep down, she's really a good person or something.
Well, I have the entire Justice League at my disposal. don't
so
need
I don't
you.
really need you.
We were just talking to Booster Gold earlier.
Handcuff her to a light post and be done with this.
Bloodwing exists in this universe, and like he's better than you.
Like,
I trust him more than I trust
like,
you.
I feel like they just keep changing her to be whatever they need her to be in a scene, right? So like she's not crazy right now. She's not a sociopath right now. But they'll make her that whenever they need her to be that.
Also, that's a famous Joker thing, and this doesn't serve to get to use that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All of these pointless stories that I don't care about and that are just constantly being spoken through that voice.
Yeah, at least it wouldn't be painful if it wasn't this voice. If they'd gotten Tara Strong, maybe they asked Tara Strong and she read the script and said no.
Why are
I want to believe that happened.
Maybe, but I don't know that Tara Strong's ever said no to anything.
Oh my gosh.
That's true. She works.
Dick Grayson, don't.
Maybe she does now. I mean, certainly in her early days, you can tell she would do anything. But
I think she's talked about that.
Yeah.
Like, why would she turn down work when she's building a career for herself?
Yeah, exactly.
But at this point, she could turn down work.
Yeah.
Throw her in Arkham.
I mean,
right now.
she's too good for this, obviously. We would hate for this movie to do that to her.
But
so I am glad she's not
every time she talks.
Because as much as I don't want to watch this, I would hate to subject her to having to actually make this for me to not enjoy but purchase.
Clearly I did not spend a decade training you, because there's no way that you could possibly
You are doing
that's a
nothing
good
but
idea.
disappointing me today.
Oh my gosh, Bruce, why are you entertaining this?
That's not Batman. Stop pretending like that's Batman.
It's not. It's some weird prop
and then they
up
have
of
the
him.
audacity to bring the old theme back.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Like, this is that, and
Oh,
now
good.
she's doing a
And-
CJ impression.
Yeah, barfing in the bat plane. Because we can't get enough of Harley Quinn excrement.
Okay, so these guys can totally take Poison Ivy and the Floronic Man. The reason I know these guys can take the Floronic Man is I've never heard of him before this story, so he's not that dangerous.
Every branch of the government just totally good with Batman right now.
Well,
is that weird? That's not weird.
That's how I think it traditionally is in DCAU,
But
right?
it's every
especially
single
because
one.
this far along. Yeah, but again, it's that awkward thing where is this DCAU or not? He's part of the Justice League. They all know who he is now.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a card-carrying member of the Justice League.
but it is weird that
cards.
the Justice League doesn't come up in this. I think
No,
there
it
might be
does. He
places-
talked to Booster
Did he?
Gold.
Yeah.
That's what Booster Gold was talking to him about.
How are you?
That's right.
Why are you complaining
Sorry, we
right
were talking.
now?
I forgot the Justice League came up.
Yeah.
I can't believe Booster Gold's in this in any way, even just over a radio.
Nightwing, you're the worst.
Yeah, no. Nightwing is really bad in
You're
this.
the worst, Nightwing. The worst.
But yeah, like what you were talking about earlier, I can't believe we got his voice back.
Why for this? We haven't gone back for anything.
We never use him anymore. I had completely forgotten that was his voice. Nothing she says is amusing.
Also, it's not like
Or
Little Shop of
compelling,
Horrors
or-
on steroids, because Little Shop of Horrors ends with the entire world taken over by the plant monsters. It's literally Little Shop of Horrors.
And don't pretend like you're more audacious than...
Although she probably never saw the stage production, only saw the film, where it has a happier ending.
Yeah, probably. I'm not saying her
You
voice
are no
sounds-
longer
sounds
associated
like
with
this,
Batman.
but this is as irritating as if, like, during her heyday, and I don't hate this actress or anything, but it's like if you had Fran Drescher come in.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that.
It's
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
I would actually rather have that.
Oh my
but-
gosh. Are you kidding me? You get the
Yeah,
nanny in here?
But then at least you would know it was on purpose.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
You 100% know
Yeah.
that you're getting the nanny as Harley Quinn.
That's fair.
And
That's
I am
fair. That's fair.
100%.
Have we broken you with this
Oh
movie
my
yet? 'Cause I
God.
feel like you haven't said much
You're
about 10 or
bringing me
15
back
minutes,
with
like-
the idea of Fran Drescher.
I'm glad I said that.
Oh my gosh. I'm suddenly life is
I'm
breathed back into
resuscitating
me.
you with decent 90s sitcoms. That was a good show.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it really was a good
I
show.
never watched it.
No, the Butler is one of the most fun characters in...
Giles? No, that's...
I can't remember his name right off. It's been too long.
Are you gonna say something, Florence Man? No? Okay, whatever.
It's really dangerous what she's doing, I think. They played like
what would that have done to her? I want to live in that universe where in the Batman 90s animated series
it's Fran Drescher and not Elaine Sorkin. Everyone's understanding of she doesn't keep going, or she gets completely reinvented. We are not faithful to Harley Quinn once we get the 2000s.
Shocking no one. She tries to feed him to a bunch of plants. You're the worst,
and now it's
Nightwing.
just a standard Batman adventure again. Like, what is this movie?
Is Poison Ivy kind of like Bender? Where, like, she's like, I want to kill all the humans except for Harley. But, like, Bender doesn't actually want to kill all the humans. Does she actually want to kill all the humans?
The worst. The worst.
Yeah, that's always been a hard thing for me to reconcile with her. The only thing I can think of that would make it mesh is that she's a really conflicted character who has her plant side and her human woman side, but specifically female, right?
Yeah.
Where like, she feels oppressed by men and she feels oppressed by... Like she feels oppressed by men as a woman, but she feels oppressed by men also.
And Harley is also oppressed, and
yeah, exactly.
Well, and it is canon as far as both Bruce Timm and Paul Dini are concerned. They are lovers.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that is confirmed by both of them. Like, no, this is
weird.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a little surprised they don't just go full tilt and do that in this, considering.
I think it's implied somewhere.
No, I mean, I'm surprised that they don't just make out or something.
Yeah, that's true.
They clearly want to do all that kind of stuff with this.
Yeah.
And they go far enough. I'm just. Why do they stop themselves at sexual explicitity? Like being sexual right, but why are they going for PG-13? Why not just make it R in the first place?
Maybe they're told they can't go R
with this aesthetic. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, also they said with Killing Joke
because they've been aiming for them lately.
Well, they said with Killing Joke that they just made the movie that they made. They got the rating. Maybe they just made the movie they made, but I don't know why they would put all these restrictions on it. They would just make the movie.
That's what I'm saying. Well, and the thing is, I still would hate this because I hate this, but
yeah.
But I like. And I'm not saying that I would appreciate it anymore, but I would feel less uncomfortable if I knew with an R rating
what you were getting into.
This was a little bit more what I was getting into, because look, most of us parents let our kids watch quite a bit of stuff that's PG-13.
Yeah,
and there is nothing about this box that makes it clear that, and I usually would not say something like this on the channel.
Yeah.
But let me get through this. There's nothing on this box that gives you the sense that on the screen your kid is going to see "ow my balls."
Yeah.
That's a problem for me. Sorry, that's a problem.
No.
It does say sexual content, language, violence to action, and for rude humor. So...
Yeah, sure.
Well, rude humor doesn't cover it.
But people... But and like, yes, this is somewhat on parents. I get that. People don't read that.
No. I'm not using that as a counter argument. I just want to see what it actually said, because it does take all that into consideration in its rating. So that's nice. It would suck if it was just like
that. Doesn't surprise
if it was just like
that that's there. But yeah, and at least it does say sexual content.
Because compare that to Gotham by Gaslight, which only has some violence.
But the problem is it is this aesthetic.
Yes.
I mean, you'd even have parents that grew up with this material that even when they saw sexual content, they would just assume, well, they probably mentioned sex somewhere.
Yeah,
like, these guys didn't die. They're still there.
You're going to look at this and say, for this, how bad could it possibly be?
Yeah.
There's more of them. There's more army men that were taken away.
If you knew about Bruce Timm, like if you knew this material and you knew Bruce Timm was making this, his name would make you less afraid of that stuff, not more afraid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just
well, it's going to be authentic. It's the guy that made.
But they're able to be a little bit more adult because they've got a PG-13, and won't that be fun? But they won't go all the way. They won't go too far. It'll be like Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, which I think is PG-13, but maybe it's only PG.
I think that was a joke that we kind of thought was funny,
Which one?
Greenpeace. That's for whales.
Yes.
We like that.
No, that was kind.
That's for whales, moron.
There are so many military men that just came out of nowhere.
They do just keep coming.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave you on.
No, I'm sorry. Floronic Man. I watched him kill like 20 of them,
and then there were just more.
And then there were just more. And I watched him take like half a dozen of them. But yeah, no kidding.
They're just putties.
Meanwhile, Harley and Poison Ivy get a fight all to themselves. No, come on, don't. Okay.
Yeah.
It's this movie.
Okay.
What did you expect?
Are we surprised? Yeah.
No, I guess not.
I guess that's a testament to itself. Like
and that. Good lord. Like
even in its final minutes, final 10 minutes or whatever, it's still doing things that's making CJ react. Be like, really? We went there?
Yeah. I don't like to throw this word around. This is a pretty sexist movie. I'm sorry. I don't know how to not.
No, it absolutely is.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, come on. Oh, my God.
I don't think it's bad to make things for men that have sexy women in it.
No.
I don't think that is.
But this is insulting.
Sexist. This is insulting. Furthermore,
and this would not have happened if Paul Dini wrote this script.
Furthermore, any way you slice it, a way bigger percentage of women buy this movie than anything else they've ever made.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Because Harley Quinn is really popular
with women. Yep.
You didn't make anything remotely for them, and I think you're insulting women with this, and
no, and this totally
bothers me.
This proves what I think I've discovered, which is only Paul Dini should be allowed to write Harley Quinn. No one else should be allowed to touch this character.
And a lot of women that love Harley Quinn, I mean, I don't want to put words in people's mouth, but I'm sure I'm right about this. Do like her for like how sexual she's supposed to be, and how sexy she's supposed to be. You can do both.
Yeah,
there is a way to.
Do you know what's coming, CJ? Do you know what the new option is? Remember, they're girls.
Oh, I forgot about that.
This is how we end our movie.
Yeah,
I want to physically cry.
Because it's resonating, right?
Yep. Because as we know, it's a biological imperative that if a girl starts crying, other girls cannot help but also cry. It's like yawning, Eric.
Well, okay, here's the thing. That is a thing with girls sometimes, but not like this.
Yeah.
It's not just like if you cry, I cry. It's if there's a heightened emotional state and you start crying,
really
I also start crying.
Right? Like,
that guy gets it.
Yeah, he does.
Like, I'm not trying to be prudish about it, and I'm not trying to be like really judgmental where I'm like looking for sexist stuff. I'm just saying that like it's a bunch of stuff compounded on top of each other. And it's men trying to write women that don't feel remotely like real people, and if it's just a farce, then you're not going to complain about that as much.
It's the weirdest.
But this is supposed to be a dramatic scene.
Yeah. I guess
crying like that is supposed to be a comedic thing inside of a dramatic scene.
I'm so confused.
But like,
does she have psychic
is this a straight up comedy? I don't even know. Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
And it doesn't even have
straight up farce
your comedy scenes and your dramatic scenes.
It cuts back and forth.
Or even inside of a scene.
There's
where
no.
That's what I mean.
It's not integrated. Yeah.
I thought his plant life came from another dimension.
That's true. They do tell us that earlier.
Why in the world would she have any dominion over that?
Well, maybe whatever he's chemically made of.
But remember, you've heard of Poison Ivy. Therefore, she's a more powerful character than.
Then show me that.
Yeah. I can't even go that far with it. I just like.
Ow. Okay, then do that to him.
Yeah, Poison Ivy. See, I never, and I think a lot of people writing her never fully understand what even exactly she is, right? Where it's like, okay,
sometimes she's a scientist, sometimes she's part plant.
Yeah, within like standard DC mythology, does she control plants because of what they're made of, or is she connected to the green?
I imagine if it was in the past 5 years, it has to be the green because we can't stop talking about it.
In 52 it is.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about the green.
You fall asleep.
I tend to just tune out and fall asleep whenever I hear the green.
He is a world of screaming meat. He has a point.
That's
Maybe we should do something about that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Superman comes? Oh, please tell me Superman comes.
No, we've only been building this up the entire movie, and we're going to pretend like
it's not
actually
just
a
me.
reveal.
CJ also did not expect this.
Oh, it's Swamp
We've
Thing?
only mentioned him 15 times, guys.
We've mentioned him a couple times, yeah, that's fair. Oh, and all that plant life.
I thought it was
life.
just fun, like, fan servicey, like Alec Holland. You all know who he is.
Yeah, but we name dropped Swamp Thing earlier. There's no way we do that in a thing. I mean, this is unpredictable. It could go anywhere. That's true.
I didn't think they'd do that because this isn't a real story.
Yeah, but once we make a big reveal, like I don't know. At the very least, once the trees start to part, you have to know it's gonna be Swamp.
Well, yeah, once the swamp starts moving or whatever, but.
Dick Grayson, you're the worst. I hate you. Swamp Thing is so majestic.
I did not notice until now.
Swamp Thing is the most majestic thing in the DCU.
Swamp Thing is connected to all plant life.
Yeah.
I did not notice until now.
And if she's connected to the green, how would she not notice it? But I don't know if she is, because I don't really know how she works in this. There's a lot of stuff he could make with that right now. He could make Crypto Freaks. He could make Ninja Turtles.
He could reanimate the dead and have them be terrible monsters.
I will say, I like what he looks like in this aesthetic.
There it is, says the green. I do too.
Dumb.
Like, if he never was in Justice League, I kind of wish he had been, because that's a pretty cool look for him.
Yeah.
Like all times, including Swamp Thing, he doesn't really care.
But I did not remember this.
But I should. The Parliament of Trees.
Why did you show up if you were just going to say, by the way,
Hey.
not my business?
Yep.
Stop that. Bye.
I think this is an important thing to note, though. Tell me if you agree with this. If this was... Let's say this scene was indicative of the whole rest of the movie and it actually felt like just a standard DCAU thing to some besides what she's saying right now. This would... Just think of this... Of the story they're kind of, sort of trying to tell as a serious thing. This would be a really disappointing send-off for DCAU,
Swamp
right?
Thing.
Even if this was good, it would be really disappointing.
Yeah.
But Floronic Man is
It
the
would be a
biggest Swamp Thing
horrible
fanboy.
pilot for a new show, but...
Yeah. This reminds me of my favorite thing in Infinity Gauntlet when the Living Tribunal shows up because all the major cosmic characters get together. The Living Tribunal is like, well, Thanos murdered half of the galaxy, but technically he hasn't done anything cosmically illegal, so I'm not going to intervene. I'm like, what do you have to do to be cosmically illegal after murdering half the universe?
That's, like, there's no law at that
Here
point.
it comes. Oh, no, this is not it. This is not the final shot. I thought that was the final shot. Oh,
No,
it is.
we hate this.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's just set him on fire. There's no way.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, that's the last shot of the movie.
That's the last shot of the movie.
There's no. Oh my god, and then it goes right back to this weird five versus
Well, wait,
five
there's an after credit scene too.
Also, no way is Swamp Thing just
Bruce Timm
gonna
was
be.
Booster Gold.
Oh, cool.
Rob Paulson was Harold Goldblum.
Swamp Thing's not gonna be cool with setting that guy on fire.
And Rob Paulson as Jeff Goldblum. And that's chaos.
Booster Gold created by the Jurgens. Booster Gold doesn't even show up.
He talked long enough.
Swamp Thing, seriously.
That's not Swamp
That's not.
I know. I'm saying Swamp Thing should still be here.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
all get out.
Oh wait, there's another after credit.
Yes, there's an actual after credit scene.
I forgot about that.
It's
one.
not over, and it
I
just
blacked
keeps.
that one out.
And this will be the Energizer Bunny, you guys.
Yeah, no,
It
it'll just
keeps
keep going.
and going. Yeah. How is this a thing?
It's not good. It was so bad.
So
it was so bad.
So would you say you were better before you saw this?
Yes. I would 100% say that. I would say that I should have. I'm glad to
The
be
good
here.
news is, now, if this ever comes up in a conversation and you say it's bad, you can say that with conviction.
Yeah.
You don't just have to say I told you.
I don't
You'll
have to
be like,
just
I
Say,
said,
well,
speculate.
people keep saying that this is going to make me want to pretend to puke on camera.
Yeah.
You can say this made me pretend to puke on camera. You'll be able to say that.
I think it'll make me want to pretend to puke on camera.
I got to experience the hot garbage can of characterisms that is Harley Quinn speculated today. That this is what apparently the youth of America is dying for.
You know, we never really thought of...
It's not.
Or we never...
It's not, though,
Is
right?
it possible that they think that this is what Harley has become, and it's them trying to tap into what they think Harley is?
Maybe?
Is that possible?
I don't know.
Is it not that this is like their vision of Harley? It's like, this is what people want from Harley, we'll do that.
Is
this what they see
Are they
when they look at...
people with it? Is that what you're saying? Because the sense I got from it was much more just like, let's just do all the crazy crap we always wanted to do, and just let ourselves go hog wild.
That's how they kind of talk about it.
And that's how they talk about it. Yeah.
How did she walk into the recording booth and then them not just go immediately be like, "Oh, this is a mistake. Sorry. Like, I'm really sorry, but this was a mistake."
No, they talk about how cool of a take she has on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. We'll pay you for the week. Please don't come
She
back.
might be a decent voice actress. I just think that voice is really super irritating.
Then why do you have cats?
So many cats.
Cats are not the animal for
But can you
OCD
believe this?
people.
Like, now, at the end of this, she's doing the psychiatrist thing. Why couldn't we make a movie about Harley Quinn the psychiatrist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those jokes gonna just keep going,
Is this
CJ. I hope this is
stuff
really funny.
Do people, like... Is it just my sensibilities, Eric? Do I just not get
I don't... No,
that kind of
because
stuff?
I don't
there
know
are
anyone
people
that
who
likes
thinks-
this.
But there are people who think bathroom humor is funny.
Well, no, but...
So is it timing? What is it?
But
Like,
it's not like when everyone got this, like, I hated this movie, but that bathroom joke after the credits, that one got me.
I'm not
Thanks.
good. Oh my god.
it's like they're just still torturing us.
They gave her a show? Not only...
I do wish that the show was called Dr. Quinn, Dr. Quinn,
Oh, no, that's really funny.
medicine person.
Yeah, no, that's pretty great. Now, I don't actually mean this scene the way it is, because again, this gets really cynical.
No,
and
it just keeps going.
But like, maybe open a movie like this.
She hasn't earned anything their whole life. How dare she judge people like this?
Like, you open the movie and Harley Quinn has her own talk show. Like, she's gone straight. And, like, this feels like an interesting premise to start with.
It's an obstacle course.
Yeah, that's how you get medical help,
'Cause
medical attention for your mental condition.
She came in and recorded with that voice. She got her own song. She had the crudest humor that I've ever heard in any Batman movie ever. And now she's got her own talk show as well. That's basically a Ninja Warrior.
And it's not like the whole movie is this kind of satire.
No. No, what's annoying about... Here's the thing. This is maybe the best part of the whole movie.
Her while we're doing this this thing about like exploiting people on television for ratings and taking advantage of people's mental health issues.
This might be actually the best thing in this movie, because it's not offensive. It's offensive at the end of this movie where we already hate her. If you opened here and like you saw her as like kind of like a quack doctor, like this is funnier than anything else in this movie.
No, that's true. Yeah, it by itself is not offensive.
No, it's offensive at the end
because
this is her reward.
Yeah, and because we've been told we're supposed to like her,
and because we want the movie to be horrible.
Over. Yeah, but what she's doing is horrible.
No, it is. But if you open here,
then that's great.
It's because we think that they want us to like her, and her voice is nails on chalkboard.
And to like her, not like totally despite herself, but as a hero, basically.
Yeah, yeah. So,
could be worse though. You could have paid money for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought this.
I bought this when it came out at full price. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a nice box.
And Sarah took all the money away from you. You're not allowed to spend money ever again.
Like, well, you don't get to make that call until you watch it.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Okay, here's my question.
Wow.
Is it worse than you thought it would be?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah, in your wildest dreams, like what were you imagining?
Like, did you think there was anything near that?
So I thought because I knew the highlights of it. I knew that there would be.
You knew it was crude?
I knew there was a level...
the Nightwing scene.
Yeah, I knew there was a level of crudeness.
Oh, so there were specific things you...
Yes. I knew about the...
That Nightwing scene was all of the...
the Nightwing weird intimacy.
Yeah.
And then also, I was aware that there was going to be like a Hooters-esque shop that was super.
Where everyone dressed up like super.
Yeah, which is, I mean, like that's an awesome franchise just waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's in Kingdom Come.
But either or.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not sexy.
Slutty like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what words to use now.
I knew that there were fart jokes. I knew there was a fart joke. I didn't know that it was going to be
like a minute long.
That it was going to keep going.
Yeah, that it would be like a full bit where
it was going to be like a DreamWorks cartoon or something.
Yeah.
No, that was the one thing I did know going in because people were like, "There's a minute-long fart joke in this movie."
Well, somebody sent me a tweet and was like, "Cap, I know your sensibilities, and this might be the one that you want to just say, you know what? I draw the line here." And they said, "I'm not exaggerating. 60-second fart joke," and I was like. Great, are you serious? So like when we went into it, we were both waiting for that.
Yeah, that was the one thing I knew was coming.
But I had forgotten about it going into this commentary.
Oh, I did not.
I forgot all about that.
I wasn't expecting a song.
No one expected a song. At
no point was I like, oh man, you know what? You know what would have really turned this movie around? Give her like a
this nails on chalkboard voice doing the same.
Right after another 2.5-minute song.
I like the twin
I forgot
song.
that
telling us
The twin song wasn't
and
terrible. It was fine.
It just went. It's just that they played the whole song.
But it mostly just sounds like the radio version. I don't know what the point of that is.
Yeah.
Like,
who doesn't love the Floronic Man? Who doesn't immediately think to Batman's Rogue Gallery and think, you know what?
He's not even in Batman's Rogue Gallery.
No, exactly. Like, it's just weird.
Would you agree, though, that if you had to sit down and watch it, the only way to watch this movie is with other people talking?
Oh.
Because if you had to
100%.
sit down and watch this by yourself, like...
You can't glean anything from this. There's nothing that you can, like, watch and be like, oh, yeah, no, I understand... I understand that. No, it's
But also,
all...
you turn this off by yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, yeah.
So here's the unfortunate thing that we didn't tell you before you came on.
Right.
This movie is cursed. You have 6 months to show this to someone else and pass the curse on. And you have to sit through it with them again.
I would never.
Well,
I would never.
Yes, but you forgot to tell him what the penalty was if he doesn't do that.
Okay, yeah, there's got to be some high stakes here.
You will forevermore sound like her.
And anytime you turn on the TV, it'll be this movie.
Yeah. But your voice will be that voice if you don't show this to someone else in 6 months. That's what happens.
I don't sound anything like that just by happenstance, but the possibility of that even being real.
And that's what your vocal timbre will be every time you sing.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And your entire karaoke repertoire will be those two songs.
Oh my gosh. No.
We had to show this to you now.
Oh no.
Yeah. We didn't want that to happen to us.
Who was Nightwing again?
It's the guy from Batman the Animated Series.
Oh man.
Has it only been 6 months?
Well, it's October, right? This comes out in October.
Yeah, so we just barely made it. We would have... Man, Superhero Rewind would have been a different show. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Well, folks, thanks a lot for watching. We don't want to belabor this any longer.
No,
thanks for watching, folks. We sure appreciate it. I want to say the next one is Two-Face.
Yes, the next one
Batman
is
versus Two-Face. Am I right about that?
Yes, it's Batman versus Two-Face, and then
we only have 2 more after this, right?
2 more after.
Wow, that's crazy.
Shatner.
We are really close.
Yeah,
have you seen that yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's Boston Nova. It's
really good.
Well, anyway, thanks again, folks. We sure appreciate it, and I hope you had as much fun as is humanly possible to have watching that along with us. I spun my wheels, and he threw up, and
I was here. I got to enjoy seeing CJ squirm.
Oh,
I've gotten to see you squirm. I've now gotten to see CJ squirm. It's a thing. I get off on it. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but you got to watch me squirm. No, that was fun. But certainly. But you got to watch me squirm during a decidedly much better film.
Well, yeah, Reanimator is a much better movie.
Anyway, thanks again, folks. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Eric.
whole song for a garbage can person.
Hey, look, we've got 4 more of these, so come back for a better one. Okay, if you have time, come back for a better one. We'll see you later,
He
folks.
wants to be on the next Mania, so.